Hi, I'm here to talk to you about the movie Monster, which came out in 2003. It was written and directed by Patty Jenkins, who wrote some other movies, but they were not as successful as Monster. And she also directed The Killing, some episodes of The Killing, an episode of Arrested Development, and some episodes of Entourage, and a lot of other stuff. Um, but I think she is kind of more known for Monster. And it stars Charlize Theron and Christina Ricci, who Charlize Theron plays Aileen Wuornos, who was a real life serial killer, the first woman convicted and sentenced to the death sentence for that. So in the movie, it follows Eileen's life. She was abused as a child. It doesn't really follow that, but it kind of hints at it. And then she meets Selby Wall, who is her lesbian lover in the movie, who's based on the real life. The real life version of her was named Tyria Moore, and in the movie they kind of get together, and then Eileen doesn't want to be a prostitute anymore. She's a highway prostitute, which is how she starts killing people because they start abusing her. At least in the movie, this is how it goes. They started using her, like this guy who she's with. She's trying to get like money to go on a date with Sylvie, and she's with this guy, and he like beats her and like tries to he does like assault her, like sexually assault her. And so she's like, no, don't do that. And so she kills him, which I mean, I would do if someone was trying to do that to me and I could kill them. I would kill them, like, not gonna lie. Or at least I would try to like wound them so they would stop, and then I would, try to get out of there. But she ends up killing him, and then after that, she kills some other guys because she realizes that like if she kills the guys, then she doesn't have to have sex with them for money. She can just take their money. And, she tries to justify it being like, oh, well, it's a bad guy anyway, so like, I'm gonna kill him. Like, one guy's probably like a child molester, or she thinks that he is because he asks her to call him daddy. And, it's kind of strange, but she kills him because of that, and then she just kind of starts killing guys, and you don't really see the reasons why she kills the other guys. But there's one guy who she kills just because like he knows too much. Like he kind of realizes that she sees that she has a gun, and he doesn't even like he isn't even trying to like pick her up to have sex with her. He's just like trying to pick up a hitchhiker um, to be a good person. But he sees her gun, and so she kills him. Which, I mean, I think that is like the most sympathetic you see a victim in the whole movie. Because mostly it's sympathetic towards Eileen and her life and like her abuse, and like she's kind of depicted as mentally ill and going insane. So I really liked the movie because, well, I read about it first in B. Ruby Rich's article where she's talking about like lesbian villains, and so I was kind of expecting it to be like, oh, this horrible lesbian villain who like nobody understands and everybody thinks is like evil, but she's not evil. She's just like misunderstood, and she's had a fucked up life, and she's just trying to survive. And I thought that was good. I thought that was a good depiction of like a flawed human being. Like if I had lived the life that she had lived, I can't say that I wouldn't have done exactly the same things. Um, and I really like that. And I also really like that in the movie, her relationship with Selby is not demonized. Like it's not shown like, oh, she's with Selby now, and so Selby is like trying to turn her into this murderer or something. Because Eileen at first is like homophobic, but then like she gets with Selby, and Selby's like, well, there's so much potential for it to turn into that, but it doesn't. Like Selby all the time is like, why are you killing these guys? That's not a good thing to do. Um, and Selby actually ends up helping the police like get a confession of Eileen, and so I really liked how many gray areas there are in this movie, and how like you you don't just see like, oh, evil lesbian. No, it's like a human character, and that's great, especially for a woman character, and I really like that, and I really appreciated it. So I'm gonna say 4 out of 5 stars again. And the reason it doesn't get 5 stars is because it could have opened up the field a little bit more to like discuss sexual assault against women and like sex trafficking in the United States and like all of these things and these issues that it didn't do, which I understand why it didn't do because it was more about Aileen and her life, but you could have like hinted at it, like pointed in that direction and like, hey guys, this is a real problem. Stuff like this happens all the time, but it didn't do that. So I don't know. Pretty good for 2003, I guess. So that's it. Have a good night.